Hey guys, StarCraft here. Just about, I'm literally minutes away from seeing Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Was able to get in to go see it, and I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. So, yeah, I'll talk more about it after the movie. I just want to do a little intro beforehand. All right. Hey guys, StarCraft here, and I just got seen Jay and Silent Bob Reboot or requel technically, and I enjoyed it. I'm a big Kevin Smith fan, as I tried to say in the intro, and I've seen just about all the movies. The only one I have not seen still is Mallrats. Heresy, I know, but I've seen Clerks, Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, get to that, Jersey Girl. I haven't seen any of Kevin Smith's other movies. Oh, the Clerks animated series. The flying car sequence and everything. The lost scene that he did on the Clerks X DVD. Things like that. I've kept an eye on Kevin Smith, and I love a lot of his work. I love a lot of his writing, his comics. I did that review on his stuff, and that creator spotlight on his stuff. I am a fan of Kevin's work. This movie, how should I put this? Is it a masterpiece? Is it Clerks level? No, definitely not Clerks level. How does this fit for a post-stoner, uses weed level Kevin Smith? That's a tough one, because here's the thing. This is part of the Skewiverse, but it fits more alongside the, Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, where any shit can happen and it'll go off the wall. This is not Clerks, where they tone it down a little. Even Clerks 2 toned it down a little bit. We still got a little crazy, but it was still toned down by comparison. In this case, if you know the plot, Jay and Silent Bob find out that, they're making a Bluntman and Chronic reboot. But the thing is, Saban Films, in the movie, yes, they make a Power Rangers reference as well, they hoodwink them and actually take away their rights so they can't call themselves Jay and Silent Bob. They try and all that. But basically, they cannot do that because Bluntman and Chronic, their alter egos are Jay and Silent Bob, so basically they are forced to do it. And I do like it how, this is a spoiler-filled review, alright? But it is all limited release, so good luck trying to get a chance to see it before video. The lawyer, first he's the lawyer to get them off from their drug bust, because they got caught, of which Dante's there at the beginning, and yes, although it seems like this is more Clerks 1 Dante. No indication about Clerks 2. Hell, Rosario Dawson's in the movie, but she doesn't play Becky. Might be Clerks 3, I hope. But, yeah, he does the, I'm not even supposed to be here today. But yeah, they get busted. This Hollywood lawyer gets them off scot-free. And then he turns around and now he's prosecuting them to take away their rights to using their names. So Jay and Bob decide to make their way, after they talk to Biggs, Jason Lee, hilarious as always, where they define what the difference is between a reboot and a remake. As far as they're concerned, a reboot, you change just enough, but you still have enough stuff that you love. A remake, and they were just going by the name only, where you just slap it on and you're barely even connected to it. That's kind of close to these days lately. But, yeah, they decide, we're going to go to Hollywood again to stop this movie from being made again. So they go, through Shenanigans, they make their way over there, and eventually meets up with Justice, Shannon Elizabeth's character from Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, in which case we find out she and Jay had a kid. Now, I know what you're thinking, Jay, a father, they play that up, and this movie is Jay's movie throughout the whole thing. Bob is there helping out, but this movie's all about Jay, and I gotta say, I like that. I do. I mean, the first one, it was, and Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, it was Jay and Silent Bob's movie. But this, it's about Jay, and Jay kind of needs it. And his daughter, Millie, Millennium Falcon, because Shannon Elizabeth married Rosario Dawson's character. Last name Falcon. Millennium Falcon. Ha ha. But yeah, she wants to find her dad. She and her little group of friends, they get in a van and they start heading out to try and help this one Asian friend of theirs who's a big Bluntman and Chronic fan. They want to go to this Chronicon, Bluntman and Chronic, to try and now they want to take her because she wants to be part of the movie, the friend. Jay and Bob want to go there to stop the movie, of course, and since a vital scene has to be recorded there, I should point out, Bluntman V Chronic is directed by, in universe, by Kevin Smith. Yes, they make jokes up the wazoo about that. But yeah, and they go through a journey. They actually deal with a bunch of KKK Klansmen. It's actually funny. It is actually legitimately funny. I gotta laugh. The funny thing about this movie is Kevin Smith takes pot shots at all sides. And while he does make a thing about, the white supremacists and all that stuff, white nationalists, it's played for laughs. It's not making a statement. No Trump stuff. Nothing like that. It's done for laughs. And I enjoyed it. But yeah, you also have, but Millie's friends have a deaf girl, a Muslim girl, and the Asian girl, and herself. And she wants to know her dad. Now, Justice tells and Jay, don't tell her. And he's sticking to it. But he's conflicted. He's like, how can I be a dad? And I should point out there's cameos up the wazoo. We get Method Man and Ren Man and all that. And just so much other stuff going on. But eventually they do make it through, after Shenanigans and all that, make their way to Chronicon. Once there, again, cameos up the wazoo, but this also ties up some things, like Chasing Amy. You have Ben Affleck and, I just forget her name, but the lesbian chick. Those two are great together still. And in universe, they actually have him, Handler, I believe his name was. He actually does have a kid with her. Through artificial insemination because she's married, but they want to have a kid and they keep him in their life though. The kid is played by Jason Mewes' daughter. And it's adorable. But yeah, you have stuff like that. You have Jason Biggs again referencing James and Bob Strikes Back. Just so much stuff. You have a point where James and Bob go into the Clerks 25th anniversary panel, which everyone except for Jeff Anderson and the actress who played Veronica, because she's no longer with us, were there. And for a brief moment, Jay and Bob turn black and white, like, and they get out of there. Things like that. Again, it's zaniness, but it's what Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back was. And it's just, like I said, off the walls. But then they decided, and Millennium wants to do, and Millie wants to do this with her friends. Who are we to argue? Fuck this, we can't use our names. Let's just help them out. They do. They get in there. And it turns out the Asian girl's not Chinese. She is actually Russian. And a very Russian accent that's a little annoying, but you have all this insanity and self-deprecating humor, pot shots up the wazoo. Even Harley Quinn Smith, since she plays Millie, is like, I hate Kevin Smith. He always forces his daughter into everything. Things like that. And they just go through this all. You have Val Kilmer and Melissa Bonet as Bluntman and Chronic. As Jay put it, hey, he took my dick. And you get Chung, not Cheech, you get Chung in this movie as Alfred. And again, just hilarity, shenanigans ensue, plenty of weed, things like that. And Mewes does a good job. Smith does a good job too. And although I will say, this had to be one of the dumbest Bob talks moments. It was just stupid. All that, it's the longest he's ever talked in the thing, but it's stupid. That's the one negative I would give there. But it's not for everyone. If you're not a fan of Kevin Smith's work, no, you have no interest in, and you're not going to care about seeing this. But if you are a fan, I would put this in the upper echelon still. It's still good. It's not some of his serious work, but it fits in the View Askew-averse. Can't wait for Clerks 3, since I heard that's actually finally going. And hopefully that actually gives closure. But this was a nice return for Kevin. It was still felt very good. There was a couple of jokes that kind of fell flat, and I left early. They're doing this behind the scene cast interview. I left early. It went nowhere, unfortunately. But yeah, I would say 7 out of 10 I would give this movie. It is funny. I don't want to spoil any of the jokes for those of you who want to see it. I know I spoiled the plot. But that's just the plot. The jokes are worth it. And there's even a heartfelt posthumous credit and cameo by Stan Lee. And I love it though, how he's trying to get Stan to do this bit, for this cameo, and he finally gets his line, he's like, okay, what's going on here? You're not even doing it. Oh, well, I'm Bob, Silent Bob. Oh, right. Then get the hell out of my scene and get me Jay. I want someone to talk to. God bless Stan. But again, no, it's a good movie. It feels great to have a return to the View Askewverse. And like I said, this is a sequel to Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. It's not a sequel to Clerks. Not a sequel to those. It makes... Oh, and we also... One other reference we also get Loki, Matt Damon's character, the Angel, from Dogma. He gets resolution as well, too! Things like that. I actually like how he's wrapping up some stuff, because if Clerks 3 is going to be the last one, might as well. So, yeah. I really enjoyed it. If you guys ever get a chance to see it somehow, do so. If you're a fan, anyway, of Smith's work. If you're not, get the fuck out of here. So, that's all I've got to say. Again, it was worth it. Catch you guys later.